the idea of reading is just like slowly slipping. So slowly slipping from me. But you need an app for it, and I honestly couldn't tell you. I forgot what the app was called. Like, I'm used to a Kai and Hayden point of view. Okay, I know I shouldn't love Jax. I know I shouldn't, but I do. And we made it from 32% to 40% of this book. Good morning. Happy Saturday. It's not a video, I've not got started. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. I'm going to move this out of the way, that's really annoying. Welcome to a brand new video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amelia and I upload book content, reading vlogs, and you name it. When you're seeing this, a couple of weeks ago you'd have seen New York vlogs, so I have had a couple of travel vlogs in there, but I'm back from my holidays, I'm back to real life, and I've got to get back into the reading mode because I'll be honest with you, I've not been in it for a while and I'm really sad. So before we do get to this video, if you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, please comment down below, please subscribe, please follow my social medias that are linked down below, and without further ado, let's just get on with the video because otherwise we're not going to get on with it. If you haven't guessed by the title, I'm doing another 24 hours of reading with me. I'm slightly nervous because I never do this, but I'm actually planning to try my hardest to just do it straight with no break. Originally I was going to do 12 hours today, 12 hours tomorrow. However, I just was like, you know what, I've got things to do tomorrow. I don't really want to have to put that off during the week. So we're going to try our hardest to do it for just full 24 hours. We're going to see. I am going to try my hardest to get as much done, and my plan is to buy an energy drink at like before the shop shuts, so like 9, 10 o'clock. Latest, or if I go across the road early, I'll buy it then and have it at like 10, 11 at night. So then it should keep me up for a few hours and keep me going. And then I'll just try and power through. Then maybe take a little snooze. And then either make up the time tomorrow, or it depends how long I take my snooze. But anyway, we are going to do 24 hours of reading. We are doing technically mood reading for this, but I have got like a list of books that I kind of in the mood to read at the moment, and it might change throughout the day, so I might go to my car and go, actually I want to read that, but I've got a list of books here, and we're not going to start until 10:30, which is 9 minutes, so I'm going to go through the books that we're aiming to read. I'm not aiming to read all of them, there's a lot of books here as you can see, but like I'm aiming to get to, or like ones I'm going to pick from. So first of all, we're going to start with the book that I'm already in the middle of, and that's Binding 13. I'm not going to guarantee to finish it because it is a long hefty book and I've still got that much to go, but I feel like this is the perfect time to actually try and actually read the majority of this, if not finish it. I've also lost a pen. Oh, I know what that is. So we're going to read that. I'm like 30% of the way through this book, finally getting into it a bit more. And this is one of my most anticipated reads of the year, so yeah, I'm going to read this, but I'm mainly reading it on my Kindle because it's just easier, because it's such a hefty book. Then the list of books I'm looking to get to pick up from is, there's only 2 from my July TBR on here, because I'm not feeling half of them right now, so I'm not picking them up in the 24 hours of reading. Good Girl's Guide to Murder, I feel like this would be good maybe in the evening when I'm like getting tired, because it is a bit of like a thriller, and I feel like this might keep me up during the night to actually read, so I think that's like I'm really going to be interested in picking up, because I really want to read it. So, and it's on my July TBR, so even better. Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer. This book I kind of need to read because it's my July TBR, which is my July book club pick, which if you didn't know, I have got a book club that I keep forgetting to post and I keep forgetting to have it, because especially this last couple of weeks, I've been so busy. But Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer. Reckless by Laura Roberts, because if anyone else out there, like everyone else out there, I am so excited for this book. I cannot tell you how much I need to read Kai and Hayden's story in this book. I love it, like, oh my god. And look at this braid edge. So yeah, I can't wait to read this book soon, hopefully, if I don't read it in this 24 hours of reading. Then there's a book I really want to, because I really want to continue the series, and I haven't read one for like since November, which feels criminal, and it's Hot House Flower by Kristen Rebecca Ritchie. This is the second Callaway System Sit book, but the 5th book in the Addiction/Callaway series. This follows Daisy and Reich, kind of in the timing of, I think, Kiss the Sky. So I'm intrigued to get to it. I'm hoping to maybe pick it up. If not, I'll pick it up hopefully soon, because I do have another video that I'm hoping to do soon, so good work for that. Then we have First Down by Grace Riley. This is just a really quick romance. I think it'll be very easy to read, and it's a sports romance. I think because it's quick and easy, it'll be easy to pick up in this video. Another one that will probably be easy to pick up because I've read it before, and it will be a reread, but I kind of want to reread it before the film comes out. It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. This was one of the books that got me back into reading in 2022, and I know the film is coming out next month, like less than a month away, and I'm planning to go see it as soon as it comes out on release day in my cinema, local to me. But I feel like the only way for me to do that is to try and read the book beforehand, but I have a feeling I won't get to it. And it's fine, because I still remember what happens, but I would like to try and reread it, and I feel like if I really am slugging, and I'm really struggling, this will be an easy one just to read, because I already know what happens, and it's just kind of one of those ones I can just read it. So, yeah. Then we have a book that I don't really know, the next two I don't really know if I'm even going to think about picking up, but I do kind of want to get to them. It's Crown of Midnight by Sarah J Maas. I really want to continue the Throne of Glass series. I really enjoyed the first book. Can this car alarm stop? No? Thank you. I really enjoyed the first book, so I really want to like get to the second one, because I don't want to leave it so long in between I read them, because I will forget what happens. But I am very excited to get into this. I've heard good things, so maybe. And then finally, a book that I want to get to, but I don't know if I will, it is Unravel Me. I already started this back in a while ago, probably in, I want to say March, April time. I think it was April, because I didn't have my time off. I'm going to say April. And I've literally got to chapter 4. I do want to get back into this because I want to know what's going to happen. But we will see. I hopefully will get into it soon. But these are the books that I want to read this. Obviously, as I said, I'm starting with Binding 13 because I'm already reading it. And I feel like because I'm planning to sit and read for the whole day, there's nothing more that better than watch it reading Binding 13. We've only done like 40 minutes reading so far. I don't know if you can see that. 40 minutes of reading, and we made it from 32% to 40% of this book, this mammoth of a book. Let's just quickly talk about it, because I feel like I haven't actually spoken about this book at all, because I haven't done it for a video. I was going to be doing this for a video, and then I decided I was just going to mood read it. I started this at the beginning of July. It is now the 20th of July, so I've been reading this for 20 days. However, I haven't been reading it for 20 days because for a week of that I didn't read at all because I was in New York. So reality is I probably would have finished this like last week if I had actually not been on holiday. But it is a mammoth of a book. I knew it was going to be one of those ones that I might end up only reading one book for this month, hence why I'm doing this readathon, because I want to get more books done, and also I don't want to get behind on my schedule, my challenge on Goodreads. So I'm going to continue reading. I am reading this. However, I am really enjoying this book. I will say, when I started, I was like, I don't see the hype. I don't understand the hype for this book. Like, what is it? Like, it's just no. I understand there's an age gap. So, bearing in mind, one of my favourite booktubers, Ellen Catherine, did not like this book because of the age gap, specifically, one of the reasons. And I get it. However, I'm really enjoying this book now because of what's happening. But at the beginning, I was just like, I don't understand. Like, the excitement. Things are getting more things are happening a bit more, but like we are 40% in and all we've got is he has this crush on her and she finds him attractive, and that's as far as you've got a few interactions with them. Like there's a few, but there's not much, and I'm like, why does it have to be 800 pages long? You could cut that down and just give them like a normal romance, but why is it 800 pages long? I don't understand why this needs to be 800 pages. Let's continue reading. I'm reading on my trusty Kindle because it's so much easier. my light on because it's a bit dark, but I didn't want it bright. So I kind of like just found the app that I needed to use for my light bulb. Well, I had a colour changing light bulb at uni, had a remote, great. Then I got this new one, that one ran out, and you need an app for it, and I honestly couldn't tell you. I forgot what the app was called for so long that I was like, can't find it, can't download it, and then I found it today, so I re-downloaded it, and so I changed the colour to pink just because it gave me a bit more light than what it's giving me from the outside light, because it's very dark and dull, so, but it's just not as bright and not hurting my eyes. I'm on chapter 29, 43% of the way through the book. Kindle is brilliant for this. However, I also wanted to say I hate Shannon's parents, both of them. Like, both of them. I can't stand it. I honestly can't stand her dad. I can't stand her mum. I'm just like, I love Joey. I feel so sorry for her. Like, she's been through a lot and she gets it worse at home. And no one does anything. So that's that, but we're going to continue reading. When I hit the halfway mark of my book, I get so excited because it means I'm near the end, and that was near the beginning, so it's great. I have got cupcakes, and I really want to eat one, but I feel like it's really early for a cupcake. It's 11:45. I haven't even had anything to eat today, so I feel like it's really early to eat a cupcake, but like I have these left over from my barbecue we had at work from yesterday, so I'm like, could have one, but I'm not going to have one just yet. I made myself a tea. I'm going to try and stay hydrated. I've got this bottle of water, which I'm going to have to fill up my fake Stanley cup, my Yoki cup, because it's easy to drink from, but I just couldn't be bothered today. I haven't been bothered, like, I got this from like New York, and it just keeps my holiday spirit alive, so. I'm going to continue reading this. I love Johnny, but his anger scares me. I don't know if anyone else thought of that when they read this book, but there's some parts of his anger that actually scares me, like what he would do. I'm like, and every time I've seen him do something like bad, it's always been because of Shannon, like for Shannon. And I'm like, I'm not sure if this is a good idea. And then I don't like Bella, and I'm definitely pretty sure she's written to not like, so it's okay. But we're going to continue reading. I am actually going to try and aim to finish it. My Kindle is saying, I've got 6 hours and 57 minutes left. So I think in 7 hours I could do that. Oh my god. I can't. I nearly started crying over Aoife, Joey's girlfriend. Like, I just love her. I don't know her well enough to love her, but I love her. And it's just so... I'm like an emotional wreck over this one thing she said. And I'm like, I can't do it. Okay, we have done an hour and a half of the reading challenge so far, and I'm going to open this parcel. It is from Papier. I think that's how to say it. I've actually ordered them, I think, twice before. I do have somewhere in this room one of their undated planners that I've been using for ages. I've been using it since lockdown, like COVID, because I was like trying to plan my content out and what I was doing at that point, because like that was when once I finished uni, I was like, I have a structure to my day, I need a structure to my day. And I love it, but it's quite old and I'm like not motivated to pick it up, and I don't know where it is. And then I bought another one which was a dated planner, and I regretted it because I am not a person who will write my planner every single day, every single of the year. Sometimes I'll come to it like months and then I have to go find a date. I can't do it. With an undated one, it's perfect because you can just fit it in whenever you do want to use it, and so then you've got enough paper and it lasts longer. It's not just for the whole one. It's not just for the year of the 2024, for example. Especially I'm ordering it now that it's like to July. So yeah. Got a little card that says a little bit of paper can go a long way. Yeah, sure. Then this is the planner. It's personalised, and I am so excited to see it because I am getting really... if you follow me on my TikTok, my original TikTok, not my Amelia J. Reed's TikTok, my normal, my Amelia Laing Films TikTok, I have been posting like religiously on that. Actually, I've been posting religiously on my BookTok one as well. I'm trying to do this like challenge. I need to do that at some point today as well. But I was like, I really want to work hard on my social media, so I was like, I'm gonna like start planning things out a bit more, especially now that I'm planning to do 12 days of Bookmas again, and I like using my planners to plan it out. So, oh, this is bigger than the last one. Love it. I was like, I need to have something to plan it out, like dates and stuff. It makes it a lot easier to plan my 12 days of Bookmas and even videos. And I love using my Notion, but I like having something physical to look at of when I'm planning to do something. So this is what this comes in handy. So I'm going to show you. I haven't even looked at the front yet myself. This is the planner. It says make it happen in black, and then my name at the bottom with saying daily diary, Amelia Laing, and it's got a picture of me on the Met Steps. Like, if this isn't giving girl boss vibes, I don't know what it is. Like, this literally makes me so happy. Literally, I didn't realise what this one was, but it's got like time and day and everything. I don't know if you can see it, but I love this because, again, you don't even have to do it for a week. You could literally do it for a day and then come back to it another day in the next few weeks' time. Hours and 8 minutes into the readathon. Look at that. We are 64% of the way through Binding 13. I've just finished Dreamgirls and I'm crying at it, as I always do at the end of that film. It's ridiculous. But we've got this much left. But I am actually starting to like the slow burn because it's making me want them to get together, which I think sometimes is good, because I always thought I don't like slow burn because it's just forever, but I'm like, the slow burn makes you want them to get together, so when they do get together you're like, oh my god, this is so exciting, and I am enjoying that. Okay, we were actually literally 2 seconds after I ended that clip just finished that book. What the actual fuck? Does this have like a snippet of Keeping 13 in it? I don't want a bonus chapter. I want like the first chapter of Keeping 13, so I don't have to start like that book now. I can't tell you that the ending. I can't. I'm not going to rate it now because I don't actually know what I'm going to rate it, but I have finally finished Binding 13, one of my most anticipated reads of the year. So I've been waiting to read for so long. I actually can't believe I've read this book. I am so glad I've got Keeping 13, so I can pick it up at any time. Will not be picking it up right now because it is a hefty book and I don't want to be stuck. Like, I could just do it for the whole readathon and do the 2, but I might no, because I also feel like that'll put me in a slump, and I'm just about getting out of one. I don't think I was in a slump, I just knew I was busy. Anyway, I don't actually know what I'm rating yet, like I said, so the ratings will happen at the end of the video when I figure it out. I've probably like had a moment to think about it. Okay, I got changed because I was getting really uncomfortable with my top and shorts on, so I just put this play suit on because it's very easy. I haven't started the timer again. I literally kind of did a longer workout than expected, but I kind of needed it. I feel like my body needed to move, and if I had one of those walking treadmill things I can have indoors, it'd be perfect because I could read and do that. However, I haven't, so I just haven't started the timer again. However, it is 9:20. Because I paused the time, we've got 14 hours and 54 minutes left, which is actually alright because I still think I'll be finished by midday tomorrow. I am now in a dilemma because I really don't know what book I want to read next. We have 3 choices. There's Crown of Midnight by Sarah J Maas, Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber, which I feel like I need to read now because I want to read it and it's been a long time since I read the first book. And then there's Reckless by Lauren Roberts because, come on. And I don't know which one I want to read because it's like all of them like I'm learning to, but I really just don't know. I think it's going to be this one just because of how long I've had it on my TBR, and I feel like out of all 3 of them, this is the one I've had longest.
But I really want to get to Crown of Midnight soon.
in this room right now, and I don't know why, so I had to put this on because I was getting really hot and the heat was making me tired. We've been reading for 11 hours. The tiredness is slightly hitting. It's really hitting. I'm trying to finish this energy drink so I can go clean my teeth. Well, I'm going to try and finish the energy drink and eat this cake, then clean my teeth, wash my face a little bit with cold water, just with cold water, and do my nightly skincare just because I feel like I need to do it. And hopefully the cold water will wake me up. Just a little bit. I am watching The Greatest Days, which is a film I love. However, I'm just not feeling it right now. So now I need to find another film to watch. But it has to be a film that keeps me awake, not something like Harry Potter or Twilight or anything like I've watched so many times. I feel like it's going to be something I've watched like maybe once or twice. Because I'll pay more attention to it. So we're going to have a look. I am now on chapter 10 of Ballad of Never After, page 82. I'm like obsessed. Okay, I did fall asleep. I will be honest with you, I did fall asleep. There was like, it got to a point where I was like, I can't keep my eyes open. So I fell asleep. I fell asleep around like 2 something. It's now 5 to 6 in the morning. I did keep the timer going. Just because I felt like I should. As we were doing it, like, realistically not. We're doing it to see how much we can read in 24 hours, not that we're going to stop the timer, that's what the plan was. So I cut the timer going, so we lost a few hours, but it's okay. I'm not going to lie to you though, I think I feel worse by taking that falling asleep than I do when I was awake, so. Okay, I know I shouldn't love Jax, I know I shouldn't, but I do. I love that man. Why? Like, I know I really shouldn't love him, but I love him so much. Oh my god. Okay, I don't think this is a spoiler, so I'm just going to read you this quote because I'm literally going to cry. Oh my god, it's raining. It wasn't meant to rain today. Oh well. I hope my mum knows that. I mean, it's just one night. In the morning you can forget it. You can go back to pretending you don't like me, and I can pretend I don't care. But for tonight, let me pretend you're mine. Like, is he pretending he doesn't care the whole time? Come on, like, how he does have a heart. I love Jax. I really shouldn't, but I love him. Okay, oh my god. I just finished Ballad of Never After. I can't tell you. I don't have words. I think you can only probably guess my rating before I even think about it, but I don't know. I'm not rating it until I read at the end, like I said yesterday when I finished Bind of 13, that I will do my ratings when I finish this video. We've got 4 hours and a half left of reading, and I'm trying to think of a book that I could probably finish in that time, but I don't know. Like, I'm thinking Reckless, because I really want to get to this. It's 388 pages, which is shorter than this book, and if I didn't sleep I probably would have finished this a lot sooner if I wasn't falling asleep. So I think I'm going to go with Reckless just because I feel like I need to read this book next. Again, this was not on my June TBR. My July TBR even. I feel like I failed my July TBR this month, but it's okay. I'm okay with that. Like, 4.5 hours left, guys. I think, and I'm going to say this, I know I've slept, and I know that's kind of fucked it up a little bit, and it's like, it kind of annoys me. But usually when I do these challenges, I do it, then I'll pause it, go to sleep, and then continue the next day. which this I haven't done. I just done it straight, and I'm pretty proud of myself for actually just doing that. And I finished a hefty book and a whole other book. Like, what am I getting so upset about? Like, I'm actually like reading. To a Kai and Payton point of view, but we get a Kit's point of view. Not sure how I feel about that. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Oh, it's time for Be Real, guys. Let's do Be Real. Let's do Be Real. You can go. You can be my Be Real. No, I'm not ready to read Kit's point of view because, especially after what's just happened, I don't think it's gonna go in well. Sorry if you hear noises, my dad's got a friend over. I'm now 53% of the way through Reckless. We have, do you want to see, 57 minutes left of this reading challenge. I will probably not speak to you. I'll tell you when it's finished, but I'm going to try my hardest to finish the book before I speak with you. I do need to toilet and I need some water. But when I come back, I want to sit, solely focus on trying to finish this book because I want to know what happens. But I am getting very tired as well, so the idea of reading is just like slowly slipping from me. But okay, we've actually just finished the 24 hours of reading. Like I said, we'll talk about more. I'm going to finish this chapter, which is like 3 pages left, and then I'm going to take a nap. And then I will talk to you guys with my wrap-ups, my thoughts, and how this went. I'm a little bit delirious. I am very tired. And even though I slept last night, I did not sleep for long. I'll explain that all at the end. I'm going to have my nap first. But we've finished the readathon. Okay, let me just have some water. My throat is killing me. Well, I've had my nap. And I'm probably going to have another one soon because I am so tired. But with that being said though, the 24 hours of reading is complete, and I will, before we get into the books and the ratings, etc., I actually want to say I do not think if I do 24 hours of reading again, I will be doing it this way again. I think I'll go back to my original way of doing it where I read and I'll go to bed at a normal time and then continue reading the next day. Ideally would like to start on a Friday night just because it gives me a bit more time. Last time I did it worked really well because I think I did it up to like 1 in the morning and I fell asleep to about 9. I woke up, read, and I still read the next day, and I did it pretty well. This was a bit of a challenge, I will be honest. I don't know how people just stay up for 24 hours and non-stop. I was so adamant I wanted to complete the challenge and I wanted to get as much read. I didn't want to have like a full normal amount of sleep, because that takes at least 8 hours off it, and anyone who knows me knows I like my bed and knows I like my sleep. And I would happily stay in that bed longer than I have to, and if I did give myself a normal amount of time to sleep, I wouldn't get up. So I gave myself, like, it goes about 2 and I was in the morning, and I was like, you know what, I need to sleep. I need to close my eyes. I need to just go to bed. But I didn't want to stop the timer because, like, you know what, that makes no sense. We're just seeing how many books I can read within the 24 hours. We're not reading just within 24 hours and pausing the timer like I usually would. So I just said, okay, whatever, I'll wake up. And to be fair, I went to bed at 2. I woke up at 3:30 in pain. I had like a toothache, which is brilliant. But that went. So I got a really sore throat, and I don't know why. The toothache went. I went back to sleep, and it was about 10 to 6, and I woke up and I forced myself to get up. I forced myself to get up even though I was like not wanting to. My stomach was really hurting. I then decided I would pause the time and take another, like, go back to sleep for a bit. So I went to bed for like another hour and a half and then got up and read. And I will tell you what, like, yesterday when I started at like 10:30, I was like thriving, and I was so confident and I was loving it. By the time it was about 1 in the morning, I was like, I'm not here for this anymore. And then it just kind of went on to the morning. Like, don't get me wrong, when I was reading Ballad of Never After, I was here for it, and I was here for it when I was reading Reckless, but my energy was going, and I was just like, no, not here for it. But we survived, we got through it, and I can say I successfully did it. I successfully did the challenge. I didn't give up halfway through. I didn't give up when I could have done. Because the amount of times I was thinking, would it matter if I gave up on this readathon? Probably just wouldn't post a video, you guys wouldn't know the difference. However, I wanted to prove to myself I could do it. I won't be doing it this way again. I will go back to my normal way of doing it, where I still have a proper sleep and I start on Friday night, because that kind of works better for me. I wanted to do 24 hours of reading soon, because the next one I probably will be for 12 days of Bookmas. That's my plan to do. But anyway, I bet you all want to know the ratings I'm going to give for the books that I read in this video. So we're going to start with Binding 13, because this is obviously the book I started with. If you can see, because before I started reading for this challenge and this week, I was tabbing it before I went to New York and I stopped. I just wanted to read this book at the end, and I read this book. Majority of I did read yesterday. This took up the majority of the time in the reading vlog. I will say this took about 9 hours to complete, and to be fair, considering how chunky it was, if I had started at the beginning it would probably take me 12, but because I started 30% in, it took me 9 hours. And I think, I'll be honest with you, I actually really enjoyed this book. I don't understand why it's so thick. It could have been shorter. The story is different to what I expected it to be. So I knew there was an age gap. I went in with that preparation. So I think because I went in with that idea and I already knew that was part of the trope in the book, I kind of didn't mind it because I was already prepared for it. It wasn't a shock. I really enjoyed this book. I think I struggled at the beginning to understand the hype. I struggled at the beginning to enjoy it. I then got further through the book and understood why everyone loved this book. I understand why people give it 5 stars, but it's not a 5-star read for me. This is actually, I think I've thought about it enough. It's going to be a 4.5 star rating. I think it's so good. I do think it's really good, and I think it is worth the high rating. I just don't think it's 5 star for me. And then I picked up a book that wasn't on the TBR for the book 24 hours of reading, but I just really wanted to read it. And that's The Ballad of Never... That's the wrong way around. The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. This is the second book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. And I enjoyed the first one. I will be honest with you, I enjoyed the first one, but I didn't love it. I was like, oh, it's fun. It is. I remember, I think I gave it 4.25. It was enjoyable. I understood why people loved it. I can understand the story. I understood why people loved Evangeline and why people loved Jax and why everyone loved his little, like, saying little fox. But I just wasn't obsessed with it like they were. I was like, oh, it's okay. It's cute. Happy with that. When I picked this one up, I expected to just go, it'll be good just to get it off my TV and finally read it. I genuinely just thought I was going to go in and I'll be like, okay, it's cool, I'm happy to be reading it and finally reading it, but I didn't expect to love it as much as I did. I can't speak too much about it because it is the second book in the series, but it is just so good. The writing is so fun. I love Evangeline and I love Jax. I love Jax so much in this book. I think there was so much about him that I just my heart went out for him. I actually think he was just so much fun to read about. The whole story was so much fun to read. I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, there was times when I could feel myself getting tired and I really wish I wasn't. Like, when it was the early hours of the morning, if I wasn't reading this, I think I would have fallen asleep a lot earlier. I managed to keep myself going for this book, but there was a point where I was like, I can't even pay attention to the words on the page. They're all blurring together and I'm not even going to enjoy this book, and it's going to fall to the feeling I have for this book, and I was like, I don't want that, not with this book, because I'm really loving it. And I'm so glad I took the break, took the sleep, woke up and was like, okay, now I'm going to finish this book, because I loved this book. I ate this up. This is actually the Waterstones exclusive edition, so you get the cute little front. But I bet you want to know what I rated it. Do you want to know what it is? It is a 5-star, baby. I love this book. I don't think I've given a 5 stars since Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. Let me just have a look. I think I gave this, I do not remember the last 5 stars book, last 5-star read I had. So I'm going to assume it was Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. But I'm just going to double check. Yeah, Magnolia Parks Into the Dark was the last book I rated 5 stars. I finished that May the 11th. I remember the exact date because it was my friend's baby shower when I finished it, because I was on the way there. So that's the only reason I remember that specifically. But, yeah. I am giving this a 5 stars. I loved it so much. I understand why so many people in the booktube community, the Bookstagram community, love this book, because oh my god, it was so good. And that ending, there was a point where I was like, are they going to leave it just here? Like, there's a part in one chapter that goes to the end, and I'm thinking, oh, is this over? And then there's a couple more chapters after that, and you're like, oh. And it's just so good. You see so much love that Jax has for Evangeline, and you just don't think he does, and it's so good. Oh my god, I can't continue too much away about it because again, second in the series. So yeah, 5 stars, loved it. And now we technically are still reading it, but when I say I've got 25% left, I've got 25% left. I will finish this tonight, if not now. I don't know if I'm going to just continue reading it till I finish it, or I'm going to take a break. I have no clue, because I'm still in that mood if I just want to finish it. But I picked up Reckless by Lauren Roberts. This is the second full book, but technically the 3rd book in the Powerless trilogy by Lauren Roberts. It's not even the 3rd book of the trilogy then. It's a trilogy, but it has a novella in between. Powerful. This is the 2nd book for Kai and Payden, and I don't want to say too much because this is the newest release out of 3 I've read. This has been out a few weeks, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but I am loving everything. I'm eating everything up. I will say there's points where I'm switching up a little bit, and maybe it's because I've read it at the end of the reading vlog and I'm getting a bit tired. But I do love it. I'm not going to give it a 5 stars. I am loving it more than Powerless. Like, I gave Powerless 4 stars, and I didn't love, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't my favourite. I think this is going to get a 4.75. Because I don't know what it is, but there's something that's like not giving me the 5-star vibes. But this is giving me like the vibe where I want to push it to 5-star, but it's not. So I'm going at 4.75. I know there's still 25% left to go, but like, it's going to leave on a cliffhanger. I know it is. I've got to talk to next April. But I really am thoroughly enjoying this book, and so I know it's going to be 4.75. If it changes, I'll put a point up here. When I edit the vlog, I will put a point here where I say the actual rating, but it should be 4.75. But with that being said, because I finished this one, I technically finished this. The reading vlog is over. I have no clue what this footage is going to be like. I hope it's a good vlog. I do hope you enjoy it. I will say, even though in the last few reading vlogs I've done a 24 hours of reading, I got through a few more books than that. Yeah, anyway, I've been talking for 15 minutes. My throat is killing me. I'm going to end this vlog here. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below. Please subscribe. And I will see you again very soon with another video.